go 얼어붙어 like whoa 띵하고 어지러워 I see 한여름에도 넌 겨울
Donovan just called me and told me that today is the first day that we are back vlogging. I literally just took my earrings out because I didn't want it to get sweaty. I don't know how I'm gonna record myself for y'all to see me though. All right, y'all, I'm finally done with my workout. This is actually a new perfume oil, so I'm glistening. I'm about to head out to catch the train to go to the Guggenheim Museum. I think the train gets here at 4:20. It's raining, and that's why I put my hair up in this little bun because it minimizes how wet my hair gets and it stays stretched so it doesn't shrink into itself. So a natural hair hack.
Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tight, you in love with being modest. You a mood body giving center views. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, new improved, but you ain't even flexing. And you ain't gotta try too hard. Number one fan inside your blood. Let me think about inside them walls. Words cut deep, it's like a sword. Making me better, you hotter than pepper. You with a big stepper who chasing a cheddar. All of these women, they not on your level. You like a mix of business and pleasure. You a move body,
We went to get food, but I'm drunk and Kia is drunk, and I don't know how beneficial this is gonna be to y'all. Honestly, they're closed already, and we need to leave, but we're taking a moment because we are so lit. Hey guys, I'm on the Long Island Railroad. I'm heading home. Alright, that's the Tesla I just left from. Go ahead, Tessie. Let them see it. Look at him speeding off. Go ahead, Tesla. Alright, I'm finally ready to head out.
Above your head, too close.
I'm looking at myself. Cause like I had this weird thing pop up.
Look here, right there.
I had this weird thing pop up on my face, and I actually didn't get to put, like, this is literally 5-minute makeup. So I'm like assessing my job, and I see what I would have did differently, but I don't have the time to. So it is what it is. This is my face for today. Normally what I do is I curl my lashes for a second time, but like I said, I didn't have enough time to do it, so I didn't. I made it onto the train with a couple minutes to spare. I'm pissed off at this, but I can't fix it. I am high-key, low-key, high-key a mess. High-key, low-key, high-key a fucking mess. I guess I forgot to say exactly what we're doing. Ebony got invited to the restaurant that opened up, so she invited me to be her +1. Shout out to Ebony. So I'm heading to Ebony's house right now, and then we're gonna take an Uber to the location. Okay, so I just got off the train, and I am now heading to Ebony's house. Hey, Reese, baby, let me get a spin. This is my cousin Devon. He'd be like that for sure.
Yeah.
I just put a little extra bronzer on.
That's what I did, but I still feel like I look white and I don't know what to do.
No. I don't think so. I am at my second house. I'm here all the time. And waiting for Ebony to finish getting ready. And we're gonna head out.
Hello, vlog. The fit. So the top is from Nasty Gal.
Ooh.
Okay. Necklace. Also from Nasty Gal.
You see the necklace? Get into the necklace.
Get into the necklace. Okay.
Get into the nails. Get into the nails. Get into the nails.
Shout out Anna. Anna does my nails. You gonna have to tag her Instagram on this.
Go tag her right here. Yo, see it.
Sneakers, Puma.
Okay.
Earrings. Probably Amazon. But yeah, that's the fit.
Finally made it. Remember it. I'm bringing Dig home to eat because I did not eat enough today. Sometimes I'm not strong enough. But we are heading to the train station.
Yes. It was fun. It was cute. It was a little vibe. And we met the CEO. Yes. He was nice. He was a nice guy. Yeah.
There's a lot of police activity outside because the UN is in town or something like that, I guess. So I'm just gonna deposit some monies that Donovan gave me to deposit real quick. And yeah, that's...
And yeah, vlog.
Oh, it's not, you're not even in the... There we go. Right. Korean. Ebony and I are gonna part ways because she has some business to attend to. I hate this escalator. It makes me want to cry. Because it's so long. Yes, that's what I'm saying. This reminds me, you ever seen Broadway Junction? We made it to the train. Alright, so I just got off the train. Right now I'm waiting for my Uber to show up. And it's cold out here. I was in such a rush that I forgot to grab a jacket. And honestly, I didn't think it was going to be this cold. So there's that. Hi, Donovan.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cold. And I am now home. I'm home. There's my keys so I can go inside and go pee because I'm home. I'm home. Everyone's sleeping, so I'm trying to be quiet, but I'm home.
This is my setup for today. I got my wireless keyboard, I got my trackpad from Apple, I got my iPad over here, and my computer is connected to the television, and I got my candle burning over here. I got wine down burning. I prefer Do Not Disturb as an office candle, but that was the closest one here, so I figured just burn that one. Kind of like a spa vibe, but Do Not Disturb, that's my office candle for sure. Honestly, I should burn that instead. So I'm gonna spend the most of today doing Notion. I don't know if you guys are familiar with what that is. Pretty much it's a way for us to keep track of all the things we have to do during the week, during the month, or whatever upcoming goals we have. And we kind of have stuff like that now set up, but I feel like this will help us streamline everything and connect us both to whatever task that I need to get done or something I need from Melissa to do so that I can continue to do whatever I'm doing. So for example, it might be she'll know that I finished counting the samples so she can make more samples, kind of things like that. Just because sometimes what we have to do kind of overlaps with each other. Honestly, I feel like we did a lot better when we had more of a schedule that we were doing like 3 weeks ago, but the last 2 weeks have been so hectic and we have not been able to actually get back to a schedule. Like I was sending her a schedule every morning, but I wanted something that was more automated. So that's why I'm doing Notion. And I've also never used it before, so now I have to learn how to use it. So I'm going to be spending all of today just watching videos on it, tinkering with it, and getting in order because I literally have never used it before. So I'm like, well, just see what happens, right? I bought myself a new toy. Can you see? A collar with a toy attached to it. So as he moves, it moves with him. And that's one of his favorite toys. Amazon, probably like $7, $8. Tires him out. He doesn't need me to play with him. He just tore another feather off. Look at him, just destructive. Got it? You caught it? What do you think it is?
Oh. I didn't think that, but I know what it is. I just thought you bought a lot of fragrance.
Okay. Wow, I'm surprised that this smells like that. Okay.
It smells kind of soapy, but also kind of like lime. Like it's fresh. Mm-hmm. But it also has like a, my nose touched it, like a perfumey smell.
Right, and I was surprised it had a perfume smell to it. What color do you think it smells like?
Green.
So we're going for. Okay.
I thought you were going for brown.
Pretty much finished already with my Notion first day at school situation. I was falling asleep trying to watch videos about Notion all day. So we just have some things here. Your morning routine, it just has, shower and stuff. We have candle things, which over here you have to make templates so that you can have it recurring. So we already ate. We're gonna test those new candles. So Melissa will come into the office later, make one candle. She'll show you that. And I'm tapping out for now. I'm gonna go decompress. So it's probably like 12 o'clock right now. We are laying in the bed looking at, what is this, 4K AI Bora Bora. So this is the vibe right now for tonight. Oh, we're on the beach. And I'm thinking we should probably light Do Not Disturb. Oh, shout out to this company too. We love their lighters. So we use them all the time. So actually the people watching. Shout out to people watching.
I need to get a second camera. Hopefully we can get a vlog camera this time. Sometimes I need to use my phone, but I also need to get content. And I guess we were using second phones before, but I be forgetting that we did that. So I need to get a second phone. I am on my way to the train because I'm going to the gym. I am a gym girly now. I didn't eat this morning, so that kind of sucks. But I had a really good dinner last night. I'd like to do a protein shake in the morning before I go, like nothing too heavy. But I forgot to buy milk, so I'm gonna buy milk on my way home. I made it off the train and it's fake pouring. And it's like, I didn't know it was gonna be raining this hard. I would've wore different shoes. I did not think I was gonna be in the rain for this long. I'm almost at my gym. And it was just drizzling when I left. I'm so happy I put this coat on. I don't know if y'all can see, but I am sweating. Just perspiring. All right, now that I finished my workout, it's time for a little Trader Joe's run. My favorite thing is that it's not too far from the gym. I don't want them to splash me. I'm just a girl. But I'm getting like some ground chicken. I'm getting some bone broth. I've been loving drinking bone broth. And it has some added protein in it. So I'm home from the gym and I'm cooking. I've started making my own chicken sausage using ground chicken. So this is how that looks, but it's not done yet. And then here are the egg muffins. I put extra egg whites in them so they can have more protein.
So I'm just now lighting this new wick, or this, well, not new wick, but it's the candle that we just got. It's a new vessel and it seems to be going out, and it's trying to go out. It's trying its best. And it's pretty much out. It's coming back. It's coming back. Okay, it's coming back. So yeah, this is a new vessel. I think it's doing fine. What time is it right now? So this fire is kind of high. It was not doing what it was supposed to do earlier. So I think the problem was that the wick was too high, and because the wick was too high, if you're a candle person, you'll know what I'm talking about. Maybe it'll probably cool down later. We'll see. We're testing out this new candle. It's not going the best. So the candle's doing a lot better. I'll show y'all what it looks like. So here she is. Now, for those who do not know, this is great. This is not tunneling. The closer that the wax gets to the edge of the vessel, it'll heat up the glass, and then the glass will start to melt this excess wax on the side of it, as you can see on this side over here. But the flame is very low. It started off kind of high, but I think overall that's pretty good.
I am like extremely exhausted. I'm about to add some wax to the melting. Alright, y'all. Candles are made. I'm like so tired. Can you see the bags in my eyes? I'm so tired. But here we go. Here are all the small candles. And here are the large candles. Well, they're the medium size. So all I have left to do for the night is my skincare routine because I feel like I'm breaking out a little bit. Like I just have little bumps, which I don't love.
So today is the first day of me going out to sell candles. Since we had the time skip from a couple of months ago, Melissa was up all night making candles. As you can see here, she made a bunch of candles here just for this weekend. We don't have the right vessels, so we're using like these new vessels just for the weekend. They're like a little bit wider at the top. If you bought our candles before, you'll know they look a little bit different. The old ones are the ones that actually come in tomorrow. Now I have to melt these tops and get them all ready for later today. I have to put labels on them, cut the wicks, all of that good quality control stuff. And then I'll be ready to go outside and sell candles. So if you've ever seen our candles, right, and you burn one, they're gonna have 4 holes. One here, one here, one here, and one right here. So we do that so that when you guys burn them, you don't get sinkholes. So we pretty much make our own holes like this. And once we have the holes like this, and then we get the candle, put it right underneath the heat lamp. And then we're gonna melt the tops just around the edge. And I have to do that for all of these candles over here. So now what we're looking for is, you see how this one, can y'all see how the top, like over here, is mostly liquid? That's what we want. And we don't want to leave it on here too long because we don't want the smell to evaporate. So this one seems ready. So I'm gonna grab this one and take it off. Put it over here. You see that? All liquid. People always ask me how long it takes to make the candle, and it's hard to say because there's a lot of different parts when you do it. I always say 2 days because we make it one day, let it sit, and then do this part the next day, which is technically like 2 days, right? You see how smooth those tops are? Oh my God, like butter. Say those a good candle when the top is smooth like that. That beeswax for you. So next is the labeling part. So I just have to take off this first. And then grab the label. Now me personally, I like to try and get it so that the front of the label is lined up with this here. I don't even know if it matters, but I just feel like it just aesthetically looks better. Okay, so I just peel these off here. And I try to get it to where it's like, kind of like centered on here. And then I kind of place it somewhat in the middle. And I like to go down the middle first like this, then do the bottoms like this. All right, and I do it that way because of where the jar is shaped. So because of the way the jar is shaped, it's kind of high in my opinion. It should have been a little lower. The way this shaped, sometimes the bottom of the jar is smaller than the top of the jar, so it'll bubble at the bottom. So if I do this first, it'll stick here first, and then as it goes up, the air will be up here. 60 more candles to go. Yeah, that one is better. Look at that. You see how crispy that is? Ooh. We bought these labels from Avery. All of our labels mostly are from Avery. And the problem with these is that, I don't know if you can see here, like look close, the corners are rounded. So because of that, we had to go out and buy this to be able to cut each and every label for the candles. I finally finished labeling all the small candles. Look at these beautiful babies. And then I was actually curious too. So I don't know if you can tell the difference between some of these labels. We have this label and then we have this label. So let me know which one do y'all prefer. So can you tell the difference just by looking at it? So this one is the one I cut, is shorter. This one is a different label. It's a little bit longer, okay? I know which one I prefer out of these two. Which one of these size labels do you prefer? And then I'm kind of worried about these over here because these are new vessels and I don't know how they're gonna look when we actually label them. Here's the first 7 ounce or 7 ounce that's labeled. I kind of like it. I feel like it was easier to get on. My only issue is I told Melissa to pour 7 ounces in here, but it's a glass, it's like an 8 ounce glass, so it kind of looks like there's a larger gap here between the candle and the label. It looks fine when there's no label, but when the label is on there, it looks like there's not a lot of wax in here. So, and before I label them, I'm actually gonna burn one of them again, like another test from yesterday, because I feel like I got 2 different types of burns from each size of the wick. So I'm gonna actually burn a Sunday reset and just see how it is. But because of how it burned yesterday, I'm gonna test it again. So I'm gonna burn this one, and then I'll know what size to cut it to by the time I get to cutting the wicks. So I went for a very short cut, as you can see here. And then I'm gonna get my handy dandy blowtorch. Yeah, they sent us a bunch of these like last year, maybe, I think, if they were watching our content. And like I said, I love, especially for wooden wicks, I love this so much. I gotta see what other kind of products they have too. Why is that fire so high and the wick is so short? So it's only been a couple of minutes. It's super high. All right, so this is test number 3. This is about 1/4 of an inch. So we'll see how this one burns. Jesus Christ, I can't believe this one looks like that. It's looking better. Okay, that's a lot better. I'm gonna go light the one that we have in the bedroom from yesterday to see if that is any better because it's so low, and see how it burns. It was great last night as we were going to sleep, but I guess we'll test it out again. Look at my princess just sleeping. She's so pretty. Look at her. So beautiful. I knew she gonna wake up. See, I knew she'd wake up. She was asleep. So I'm gonna cut this wick and I'm gonna see if it's any better than yesterday. What's going on with these candles? So I did a little bit of surgery. So I'm testing 2 new wicks. This one and this one. Hopefully one of these work. But then I'm gonna have to then take out all of these wicks and then remelt all of them with whatever new wick actually works. It's already like 11 o'clock. I've been here since 6 o'clock in the morning. It's already too high. Oh, wait a minute. Look at it. Look at it about to die. Okay, that's not bad. Let's try this one. So this one seems to be the winner. I took out this wick and put in another one because I want to make it higher just to see if that helps it to burn any differently. But I think we pretty much have a winner. It was a little high when it started, but it's cooled down and I think it'll reach all of the top of the candle. I want to make a wick trimmer that's like this. This one is not, oh shit, I'm gonna myself in the face. This one is not the best, but it's close to what I want. Because I feel like the way wick trimmers are made right now is just stupid.
Right now, Donovan is taking out the wicks, and the reason why he's doing that is because the candles were tunneling a bit. We had to switch out the glass because the glass we normally order was out of stock, and it's just a whole thing. So, you know, but that is something that is kind of normal when running a candle business and probably any business in general. You know, things will go out of stock, and you just kind of have to roll with the punches. So that's what is, you know, kind of happening here. And, you know, look at my man, look at him go, you know, pulling these wicks out by hand and everything. But I'm excited about where the business is going and how it's heading. I think in this new season that we're kind of in, we've had a better handle on how to go about running the business and running ourselves and interacting with each other, especially since the move. You know, we have more space. As you guys have noticed, there's 2 rooms, and then there's also like a living room and a kitchen, like all separate spaces as opposed to us being in a studio. So that's always awesome. And, you know, I want the candles to be more than just a candle business. Like, I want it to be something that also is kind of the go-to candle business, if that makes sense. Like, you want the ember candle in your home. And also, I've been working on music, and I'm really, really excited for that. And that is going to be coming out pretty by the end of the year. Let's tentatively, like, I'm not even gonna give y'all a time frame. Just, you know that it's coming and keep an eye out for it. But that is, you know, what makes me really happy, and I'm excited to see how everything is gonna play out.
So now I just have to call me an Uber and head to the park. I think it might be about 3 o'clock. So one thing I have learned, our biggest bottleneck is inventory, because not only can we not sell as much, but we have to make it the day before or the day of. I get to the city late, I don't get to sell as much, and it's like this snowballing effect where we can't buy stuff the following week. We're getting less sales, that the interaction experience is different or not as good when you come to the table. You can't buy all the stuff that you want to get. I feel like it took me way too long to get here, but I'm finally here. It might be like 3:30 now. I don't even know how long. I don't even know if Kia's here or how long she's been here for. Good news, Kia's not here yet. Found a spot, and I think that it's a great spot. I hate having a fight with the people here at the park, because it's like they gotta come here at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm not gonna come here at 7 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, if I come later, I need to have a spot I can go to where it's still not gonna be as crazy. So, and the key to a good spot is that it's good foot traffic, right? Not only is it good foot traffic, it's also people are not too far away. Because then if they see a table, they have space to just walk really far away. But you also don't want to be too close, because if there's not enough space, people will not stop.
Hey guys, we got an order, so I'm heading to the post office to drop it off. Hack: if you put your boxes in a poly mailer, that is technically a box in a bag and it's cheaper than shipping out a regular box.
So today has been going pretty good. This is the ninth wonder of the world, Key. I've met Key before. So all success you guys will see right here. I went to the store to get some bags. She's getting sales as I left. She just that good. I can't.
Stressful sales, chaotic sales.
I mean, but a sale is a sale, right? So I think today's been good. I couldn't find any bags, which really sucks. They came in late. They're supposed to come in earlier today. So I had to come in here to get some bags. I ended up going with these bags. It was either this one or some black ones, but Melissa likes these and she likes these here. But these one, and they're only $1.50, and the other one's $1. That's crazy. Today is going a lot better. Well, it's going better than I thought it was gonna go. It's a new spot, amazing spot. I can't tell you where it's at because I know y'all will steal. I will be here every Friday. So if you want to come get a candle, you know where to find me. And the ninth wonder of the world over here, Key. Oh, you want to vlog at your event? Are you going to?
My job started here, and you're like, but what if?
I mean, if you know me,
You know what? Since I'm getting paid, I just think that would count.
right, you know. Okay, so I'm about to head home. Today has been great. As you can see, a table. It looks brighter than it does right now, but you can't really see a table because it's very dark out here. Amazing day. Key went to an event. I'm hoping she gets some content for us over there. That'd be like really fire.
Hey y'all, this is Key from the Key POV. Biking on down to make it to this matcha pop-up and hand out some candle samples and get to know people. Okay, bye!
Yeah, I tell by my face how tired I am. But today was a great day. Came really late, did really well. Key went to the event. She vlogged at the event, so y'all gonna have some content from there. That was cool. It was a coffee latte art competition. I thought it'd be more networking, but you know, I guess I have to ask her what else happened there. You know, other than that, I guess I'll see y'all when I get to the house. The candle that we have going tonight is room service, and we are using the candle lamp today. This is our best selling candle right there. I'm exhausted. We have a full 2 more days. Tomorrow Melissa has to find a way to get a table so she can sell at whatever event that is. And then on Sunday, I want to tell you about the event on Sunday too. So but it's not selling, it's just going to the event.
I could do that.
So, and I will see y'all in the morning. So you're probably wondering why you didn't see the event today, and that is because we did not go to the event. We had planned to have 2 events this weekend. The one tomorrow was not a vendor event, just the one today was supposed to be. And here's kind of why we didn't end up going to that event. When we woke up this morning, we looked outside and we saw that it was raining, right? And we're like, damn, okay, the event is inside as opposed to Melissa's event last weekend, which was outside. So like, okay, we can still make it. So we're, thinking about getting ready. We're thinking the event starts at 2 p.m. Actually, it started at 7 p.m. technically, right? So we're like, okay, we don't have to be there as early. So now, we're kind of taking our time, figuring out what we're gonna do for the event. So now it's around 4 o'clock and we're deciding, should we go or should we not go to the event? And we're thinking, okay, what would be the benefit of going to the event? The only real benefit is that we make some money. I personally don't think it's gonna be a lot of money that we would make, but you never know some events, right? You never really know. You could make it like an idea, but you don't really know. The entire reason why we did not go to the event is because 1, it's in Brooklyn, right? 2, we have to go to the storage unit first and then go from there to Brooklyn. 3, the storage unit is in Manhattan. So we'd have to leave where we are at in Far Rockaway. It's a 2-hour ride to get to the storage unit, and then we'd have to walk with the cart in the rain to the train station. Get on the train for about an hour, and then maybe 40 minutes, and then have to walk another 15-20 minutes to the location, right? So all in all, this trip would be about 3 hours to get there. And we're like, okay, is it worth it? We're still like, it kind of is. It could be worth it. Light bulb goes off in my head, right? I'm like, wait a minute. What time does it end? Melissa goes, it ends at 12 a.m. I'm like, 12 a.m.? The storage unit closes at 10 p.m. And it's still an hour and a half to get there. So I'm like, okay, so if we go to this event, by the time we leave the event, it would be bare minimum. We would get home at like 3 o'clock. But we can still probably make it. We can make some money. You know me. I'm always thinking, let's try and keep going. So I call the storage unit. They say they have another one, the same brand, different location, still close. And they say they have 24/7 access. All I would have to do is cancel my current membership and then move my stuff into that membership or to that location. It's very close. But it would cost $100. So I would have to pay $100 today to move my stuff over there. So when I leave Brooklyn after the event, I can go to that storage unit. Still thinking, we can make it. I'm thinking, you know what? It's still worth doing. Melissa checks other trains to get there. So the L train is not running. The A train is not working properly. And then we have to also walk in the rain to get there. Only to find out that the event, people, like their Instagram page is very small. The YouTube page is small. The people performing at the event are not very big creators. And it's kind of like, it just did not seem like the best thing to do for us to go. And I feel really bad because we did tell them we were gonna go to it. But it's like, it's nothing. It had nothing to do with them. Like, they are completely in the right. We are in the wrong for not going. In terms of, we said we would go, but for the brand, it doesn't even make sense. And if y'all watch this channel long enough, there are a lot of situations where we have gone to places and been like, damn, we shouldn't even came here. And that's not including the traffic or whatever to get there. That's just including how bad the event was. They emailed us asking if we were going, and then I responded with this email, and I think it was a pretty good email. I feel like I take onus that, I understand how much work you put into this, and I'm sorry we couldn't go. We would have liked to go on to the event. Just wasn't, I guess, the right time. So because of this, because it's like the second event I might have chosen that's kind of like this, Melissa will now be the one in charge of events, because I think that her filter for events is a lot, she has a lot more filters because she don't want to go outside. So it's like, if the event is really worth going outside, it's probably a good event. Me, I'm like, we could make a couple $100, we should go. But then the thing that's required to get there is always where it's like, oversight on my end. So I think for Melissa choosing the events now, that's the best thing. So going forward, that'll be her department. So whatever event, hit up Melissa and she'll let you know if it's an event that we will be going to. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Melissa has another event tomorrow, and then I will be going outside selling. But the one tomorrow, she's not selling yet. She can get dressed up for the event tomorrow, and it's a very chill event. It's meditation. I think they did some yoga. I think they have facials and all the good stuff that girls love to do. So y'all will see that tomorrow, and y'all will see me tomorrow.
Good morning, y'all. I want to work on looking not as busted when I come in front of the camera, but right now it's not one of those moments. It's not one of those moments. Maybe later on today, because I am going to an event. Just woke up, making me some bone broth right now. So today is my first day using Notion, and Let me sit down so I can chat to y'all proper. So Notion is kind of like a workspace. I honestly don't really know exactly how to describe Notion because it's so versatile in its use. So let me go ahead and log on. I'm gonna tell you what I see because Donovan said today's the first day using it. That means he got some tasks on there for me. I have an event today at 4, and that's in Brooklyn. So apparently they're gonna do facials there, but it's like, so does that mean that I go no makeup? That's fine for me to go no makeup, but is that what that means? So I see, okay, so as far as I can see, the only thing that it says for me to do today is to go to the event. But aside from, well, no, that's not true. It also has my morning routine. So I've been going to the gym, as you guys can see. So I am making sure that I do that. And then also, I'm also taking supplements. So I'm taking magnesium at night. I'm taking iron in the morning. I just took L-theanine this morning because I want to see if that helps with focus, because I think that I may have some type of undiagnosed thing going on. I asked him to clarify, just to make sure that I do everything that I'm supposed to do on this to-do list, because I don't really see a lot. But you know, part of me want to slack off and just be like, oh, you know, I did what the list said. That's what the list say. But no, Melissa, no slacking off. Because I'll slack off.
Right now it's 1:37. Melissa and I had a very long talk today, just about events that we should and should not go to. And I think this is very important for anybody that wants to do events, either make them or go to them. I feel bad about what happened yesterday about not going to the event. It's on me because I agreed to go and then didn't go. And I think that the problem is saying yes to too many things, and it's not even a lot of things we say yes to. I think that's like, I don't want to get it confused where we say yes to a lot of stuff, because we don't, but I think we have to make that number even lower. And like, not only do we have to make that number lower, I think we have to make it like more high quality yeses, right? One thing, I don't know if we ever brought it up on here, maybe we didn't, but we're going to start having a form for people who want us to go to an event and for people who want to work with us, whether it be like photographers or marketers or all types of stuff like that, because we get so many letters and mails and stuff, not letters, but like, you know, emails and DMs all the time, like cold outreach, which honestly for us has really been like a no if it's a cold outreach, but you know, you never know. But 100% have a criteria. So I'm gonna show y'all what we have for that criteria list. Do we have a bathroom? If there's no bathroom, we're not going. Okay, I've been to an event where they did not have a bathroom. It was just outside, and they were like, well, whatever happens, you have to go. We have that video on our channel. It was the worst event we ever been to, worst pop-up. It was terrible. Electricity. Can I plug in my generator, my phone, my lights, whatever I have? Do you have access to that? Okay. Wi-Fi, very important. Okay, do you have Wi-Fi? Because a lot of things like Zelle, PayPal, like Zettle, Square, you need to have Wi-Fi to take orders. Like, what is the start time and end time of the event? Yesterday it ended at 12. That's crazy. Like, where do you promote the event? Are you just putting out like DMs? Or you have an email following? Do you have Instagram with a large following, right? How many followers do you have on the platform? Have you thrown an event before? Because that will let me know that people might come, because you do this regularly. People are always coming to your event that you throw. If you don't have a history of doing this, how am I to expect you're going to do this well? Will you provide a table? That lets me know how professional your event will be, if you're gonna have a table or not. It's not a definite no for a table, but it lets me know like you do this often and you have tables for events like this. The indoor, outdoors, what is the layout of the event? Because, you know, a lot of times we did a comedy show before and we were like in a corner, in the dark. How many vendors will be there? It lets me know if you know how many, it's gonna be one, just me, 20, 25, and also what kind of vendors. I don't want to be next to 12 candle people. Okay, if it's outdoors, do I get a tent? How are you marketing the event? And how many people do you expect to have at the event? And the last one is, do customers have to pay? I do think that an event where people have to pay to enter will probably be better than a free one. So we are supposed to go to an event today. We should be leaving in about 30 minutes. We'll see how that goes. This one is less of a vendor event. It's just more like showing up and seeing what's going on. crazy that I lost that tripod because I was just talking about how it's my favorite tripod, like my favorite one. It was so good I was gonna buy Melissa one. Now I gotta buy 2 new ones on Amazon. So I have nothing to say. I'm just kind of annoyed that I left it. And I went back in the house when we first left because I didn't have it, just to lose on the train. So that's very annoying.
Talking about how there might be a serial killer in Williamsburg.
Oh, that sounds fun.
But they're targeting men.
Oh God, that's not fun. That's not fun at all.
So, I'd probably be safe still. They're targeting men. And it's like in these areas that have like the shipping containers and the...
targeting them for what though? Like just to kill them? Or they
kill them and they throw them in the... there's like water over there.
You see, that's why I'm with you. Because you're a woman, so you're not going to get me. All by myself, I was a single man, they might come after me. I'm with Jill right now. She is the owner of
Urban Austin is the only black-owned yoga studio in Crown Heights.
See, tell them. So
yes.
We are here at an event hosted by Francesca, and we met her today. She's a very lovely person. We're talking about her business, and can you tell them a little bit about what the business is?
So basically, it's the only black-owned yoga studio, and basically, I've been doing yoga for over 30 years, and we need a space for us. We need a space where we can be. We can be a space where we can not be judged, and come in and have like minds, like energy, and make some magic. And that's what it does. And it's affordable, extremely. No rental fee for the mats, towels free, and alkaline water.
Oh, see, y'all know how we all. Y'all know
what's alkaline. Hold on, then I have a wellness studio with the infrared sauna, and I have rooms with practitioners, an esthetician, a massage therapist, and acupuncture.
How long you been doing this?
A long time. For over 15 years.
So it's actually 5:30, and Jill is hosting a yoga event in about 10 minutes or so. It's actually in a chair, so it's like very stress-free. You don't have to like do too much. It's very like low energy, low maintenance type of thing, which is great. So we're gonna do that. And Melissa is over there. She is checking out the jewelry.
It's what I love to do. It's what, I'm an acquired taste. I'm not for everybody, but facts. But I know that God has put me here and this is my purpose.
It was amazing, like actually amazing.
So we are about to leave. Got a nice little stretch. Melissa feels very loose, very, very loose. What was that? Oh yeah. We are headed back home now. My food was okay. How was your food?
I liked it. I ate most of it.
Yeah, today was definitely something. It was definitely something. And we learned a lot. One thing I was talking about working on is I have to be meaner. People think I'm mean already. I'm not mean enough. I think that's the problem. It was hard for me to talk to her with those thoughts in my mind of how I felt about the event. That's just difficult to just have that conversation. I can't be honest. I can't be genuine when talking to you. And because she didn't put into her own effort, that made it even worse for me to have that conversation with her. So, but I'll see y'all when we get home. Probably on like maybe an hour, hour and a half, or 2 hours, who knows.
We finally made it home. Main takeaway is plan the events better, or say no more often. I think that's a better takeaway. For me, be meaner. I'm also kind of disappointed because I felt like I had planned to work 3 days this weekend and only worked 1 day. So I did tell you guys I was going to show you how many sales we got that day. So from 4 o'clock or 4:30 to about 6:30, we did 12 sales. Yeah, people were liking the room sprays on Friday and the perfumes. So in total, on Friday we did $442.